Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Adapted Soccer Games of the Week. Technically week 5, but this is the MEA edition. Shortened week. And yeah, I'm Caden. I'm here
I'm
with
Reese.
none other than the one and only Reese Martin. And yeah, this is a shortened edition. There are only 4 games this week, so all of them are going to be games of the week. Because there's only 4 games. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off with a bang, honestly, with the South Washington Thunderbolts taking on the Dakota United Hawks at Hope Fieldhouse. And, I mean, yeah, the Thunderbolt. We've got these two teams ranked first and third, respectively. And they did play earlier this season at the
Yep.
Thunderdome, if you will.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe it was Thunderbolts won 8-2. I believe it was.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
so Thunderbolts won that one 8-2, but now they've got to go to Hope Fieldhouse and play the Hawks to keep their undefeated record alive. And we don't know how tough it is for the opponents to play at Hope Fieldhouse, but we know it's not the easiest place to play. It's always loud. It's a great place for the home team to play.
Oh yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
we were on the home side of that for 4 years, and or I was on the home side of that for 4 years. Reese, you were on the home side of it for 6, yeah, technically because COVID years kind of screwed that all up.
not six actually. No, I think it
Oh,
was five for softball, four for everything else.
oh, okay.
Because the first year was soccer was at Rosemount.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because Hope
Hockey,
Fieldhouse was
I
still
believe,
being
was
built.
at Apple Valley,
Really?
I believe. And then there was no softball season because COVID
Yeah, because of
screwed
COVID. Yeah.
everything up in March.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, we've been on the home side of that for 4 years now, and yeah, it was great being on the home side of that. I'll tell you that. Yeah, but this Thunderbolts team has really been rolling. I've got all of the team's goals differential, and they have a plus 25 differential in 4 games. For reference, the Coyotes, our second ranked team, they have a 20 goal differential in 5 games.
Okay.
The Dakota Hawks, on the other hand, they have a plus 4 goals differential in 5 games. They are 3-1-1. Obviously, that one loss really takes a big hit to the goals differential department. I mean, they lost by 6 goals. The draw doesn't do anything to it. That's just a 0. And then
And
three
you have
wins. Yeah,
plus three, plus four, plus three.
yeah. That all evens out to plus 4. So, right? Yeah, because
Right. Yep.
plus 3 minus 6 is just
Six.
0. So then you got the plus 4. There you go.
Yep.
So yeah, I think this will be a better game. I still have South Washington 5.5 as a spread, but I mean it could very well be a 4.5. I wouldn't blame anybody if they were to put it at a 4.5. Um, Anything else that we really need to talk about this game? I might go to it. I'm still deciding.
Okay. All right.
Um, but yeah, I might go to it. Not
Yeah.
100% sure.
Honestly, I I honestly don't even know because like compared to last year, I feel like I just feel like I know less about. Well, I feel like I know less about like every team this year aside from
Yeah.
our own. So I don't really know how they are, like who they have for players. Maybe it's the same team from last year, besides the five seniors that graduated last year.
Yeah.
from the state championship winning team. Maybe it's the same team, maybe not. I guess we'll just have to wait until like November until the programs come out if they make it, because only 8 teams can make it and there's 18 teams.
And I believe I did talk about how I believe the playoffs are going to work. Again, this is not set in stone, but yeah,
I think you talked about it 2 weeks ago now.
Probably. Sounds about right. Yeah, we're hopeful for all teams, obviously. We kind of have to root for all teams when doing this, even though there are definitely teams that, you know, we didn't really like as playing them, but yeah, either way, that's off topic, and the cat's pawing at my door. I'm not gonna let him in, because hate that cat sometimes. I swear to God, he's either like going right in front of my legs, right? And I just have to kick him around because I'm trying to walk, you know? Just the other night at like 3 a.m, because, by the way, I can't go to sleep until that cat's out of my room. So it's like 3 a.m, right? 3:30.
Oh, God.
And this cat decides to jump over my bed, because there's a ledge behind my bed for the window.
Okay.
The cat decides to jump over my bed and stomps me on the face. He Goomba stomped me. If you get that reference from Mario. He jumped on my head.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm not going to let the cat in my room. Anyway, this is completely off topic. The cat does not play adaptive soccer, so, that would be hilarious, wouldn't it?
That would be
Can you imagine?
Somehow.
He would be on the Blazing Cats. He would be on the Blazing Cats. Because he's a Bengal cat, too. So unless there's a team that I don't know about called the Bengals, he would be on the Blazing Cats, right?
I know Blaine is the Bengals, but that's
within that's within Anoka.
Yeah,
That's actually the host school for Anoka, believe it or not.
Is it really?
Yeah, I looked the other day. It said Blaine was the host school.
Wow.
I didn't know that either. I had no clue.
I didn't either until you said something about that.
But yeah, this is all completely off topic to the Thunderbolts Hawks game. We'll see how it goes. I know that's kind of a reoccurring topic. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting, you know. I say these every single game of every single week.
Nope.
But unless if you've got anything extra, I say we just move on to the next one.
I honestly don't even know.
All right. With that, we move on to our second game, staying with the Southeast or Southwest. Which one is this?
East.
Southeast.
I think, right? What's the...
I think it's the Southeast. I don't know for sure. One of the two South conferences. Staying down there. We've got the Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington Blazing Cats going to St. Paul Johnson to face the Governors.
Southeast.
These two teams have they played? I think they have.
Yep, 5-2.
Yeah, it was a 5-2 win for the Blazing Cats. Yeah.
It's Southeast because it's the really stacked one.
Yep.
Because it's Lakeville, Dakota, South Wash, South Suburban, and then Johnson.
Yeah.
And then West is just like...
Is the Southern Stars and...
Southern Stars.
It's Southern Stars, Lakers, Robins, and Strikers.
Yeah.
Anyway, Blazing Cats, St. Paul Johnson Governors. They faced once before. Blazing Cats won that one 5-2. Surprisingly, when I was going through all of the goal differentials, well, unsurprisingly, first of all, the Governors have a minus 24. They are 0-5. But surprisingly to me, the Blazing Cats actually have a negative goals differential. They're at
Real.
they're at -1.
Okay, so cancel out one of their 5-2 wins. So you got +3, -1, and 0. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So they
Okay.
they
Right.
have a negative goals differential through 5 games. I don't know what that says exactly, but it's just something that I want to point out. Yeah, the Blazing Cats, they're at a -1 goals differential. Very tough division, though. You got to remember, this is a extremely difficult division.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah, they've at least hung in there for every single game. They are 2-2-1. The draw was against the Jets, I believe.
Let me look.
Pretty sure it was against South Suburban. The 2-2
Yep,
draw.
South Suburban.
Yeah. So it was a 2-2 draw to South Suburban. And I know they lost to the Dakota Hawks, and I know they lost to the Thunderbolts. And they beat the Governors and the Southern Stars. So that's how that's how Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington's season has gone so far. The Governors, they're 0-5, but again, this is such a difficult division. I say it over and over again. I can't stress enough just how tough this conference is.
We had him ranked 10th in the power rankings.
Yes.
If you guys watched that video when it premiered on Friday night, I believe. Friday night.
It was Friday night, yeah.
Like we've said, like all throughout this year, this is such a tough division. Like it's really hard for us to punish them even more because you look at some of the teams, like they're better than White Bear, they're better than Columbia Heights, they're better than Minnetonka, they're better than Robbinsdale, they're probably better than Anoka. That's 4 or 5 teams right there in the bottom 7 that they're easily better than. So yeah, like it's just hard to punish them for their division and their schedule.
Yeah, and especially since they hung in there for most games. Not quite all games, because of course they had that 13-3 loss to the Thunderbolts. But
Yep.
they hung in there for most games. I mean, what was it? It was 5-2 to these Blazing Cats.
Yep.
It
4-1 against Dakota.
Okay, 4-1 against Dakota.
6-2
6-2.
4-0 against South Suburban.
And then 4-0 against the Jets. I mean, like, they're not all blowouts. They're hanging within a four goal margin for most of those. 3 to 4 goal margin.
And what's the goals where it's running time? Is it 6?
No. That's in hockey. For hockey, it's 6 goals.
Okay.
For soccer, it's 2.
Oh, it's 2?
Yep. It's 3.
Okay.
If it's more than 2, then it goes to running time. Obviously, that would be 3.
Right.
3 or more.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see how they do at home against the Blazing Cats. I have the spread currently at -2.5 in favor of the Blazing Cats. Yeah, we'll see how they do at home. It'll be interesting. Again, I say that every single game, and I do realize that. Yeah, that's really all I've got for these two. You have anything else before we move on to our last CI game of the week?
Nope.
All right. With that, we move on to the first South versus North game. The Minnetonka-Wayzata Lakers going to Anoka-Hennepin to face the Mustangs. This is a North versus South battle. This will I think this will show the true strength of the Southwest. I think this will show really where the Southwest is. It would show more where the Southwest is if it was Lakers versus White Bear Lake. But it's not. It's the Lakers versus Mustangs. Also, yes, I know that's just straight up the Minnetonka logo. Minnetonka High School, I believe you might be watching some of these videos too. If you have the logo, or if anybody for that matter has the logo from Minnetonka-Wayzata, please, please, please send it to me. I cannot find it on the internet anywhere. Anyway, with that, yeah, I really think this will be a. It's already very interesting to me. This will really show where the two conferences stand, because this is Southwest versus Northwest. Yeah, it's really hard to say anything about the game. I haven't watched anything of the Lakers this season. But we have watched a game of the Mustangs, and we know they have a
Yep.
couple of really good players. They've got a goalie that seems really good. Had a really good game against Centennial at least. And I've got the goals differentials here. The Lakers are a -6. The Mustangs are -21.
But you have to remember that 2 games of Minnetonka's is not on the website.
That is
But
true.
I do believe we do know one of the Lakers Robins game, I believe, right?
Yep.
And that was what, 12-6?
Yeah, 12-6.
So
Yeah.
really all it is just the Columbia Heights St. Anthony game.
Yeah. And
And then
yeah.
as for Anoka, oh, they're Northwest, aren't they? Yeah.
They're Northwest, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they've kept it relative. They've had some close games that I've relatively expected. I mean, a 6-5 win against St. Cloud, a 4-2 win against St. Cloud as well, and then a 5-0 loss to, or 5-0 to Stillwater.
I think you meant for those two St. Cloud games, those were losses. You said wins. Anoka lost those two.
Well, yeah, a 6-5 loss and a 4-2 loss, and also
Yeah.
a 5-0 loss to 6-5 loss, 4-2 loss to St. Cloud, and a 5-0 loss to Stillwater. Jesus,
Yep.
I cannot speak for the life of me.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be a bit odd to say, but this game I think will have the biggest impact on our next power rankings, which I'll get to when we'll do our next power rankings later in the video.
This is just wacky.
The reason why is because if the Lakers even just keep it close with the Mustangs, that means the Southwest is better than I thought they were. And all of a sudden, I think probably Minnetonka-Wayzata and Columbia Heights, St. Anthony Fridley at least jump above White Bear Lake, maybe even jump above the Rams, Boundsview Arndale. We'll have to wait and see. And White Bear Lake is very volatile. Yes, they just got that draw against the Rams. However, I looked up their goals differential, and it's -45.
White Bears?
White Bear Lake, yep. That's the second worst
Okay.
in the league. Not quite the worst in the league. That goes to the Robins at -50
Jesus.
in 3 games. So, yeah, that's really all we've got for the Lakers-Mustangs game. We just don't know enough about either team. The Mustangs have looked good in the past. The Lakers, they've had a couple of good games against Robbinsdale. The problem is, Robbinsdale, CI division, don't really go well together.
Yeah. And I'm sure they've also had a good game against Columbia Heights, too. But
Yeah,
then again,
we don't know
really
the score of it.
score is not in. So once that comes out, I guess we'll see. But for now, I don't really know. Can't really judge them.
Yep. And with that, we move on to our final game, and I think this is the game that both of us are the most excited for. These are the two most storied franchises in the PI division. It's the Robbinsdale-Hopkins-Mound Westonka Robins going to Hope Fieldhouse to face the Dakota United Hawks. I mean, we all know this is a huge rivalry, and I actually broke down just how historic this rivalry really is. Listen to this. The Robins have 38 total state championships plus 13 state runner-ups in the PI division. This is all PI division stats. The Hawks, on the other hand, have 26 total state championships and 22 runner-ups. So let's see, that is 38 plus 22, that's 98, not 38, hello. That is, wait, sorry. 26.
You said 26.
26 plus 38, my bad. That's 64 state championships across all three sports in these two teams alone. Now, these two teams have met each other in the state championship game a total of 23 times across the three sports. Robbinsdale leads the series 5-4 in soccer. Robbinsdale leads the series 6-1 in floor hockey, but the Hawks strike back in softball as they lead the series 4-3. And Reese, we have both played in a few of those state championship games between the Robins and Hawks as members of the Hawks. I mean, yeah, you have one more than me because, yep, 2021 soccer, 2022 soccer.
2024?
2024 floor hockey. No, it was 24 floor
24?
hockey.
Okay, all right, 24.
And then 23 and 24 for softball.
Yeah.
And good news, the Hawks won most of those. Good news for us, the Hawks won most of those.
Yeah, only loss was that 21 soccer.
21 soccer, yep. And if you remember, I said that means prior to the 2024 matchup between Robins and Hawks in the state championship for floor hockey, that means the Robins were 6-0 against the Hawks in floor hockey state championship games. And we made that 6-1. Sorry, I don't mean to brag. I absolutely do mean to brag, and I am not sorry. Unless you want me to.
But then again, you also have to remember that I feel like most of the times that they met during hockey was during the Robins dynasty.
That is absolutely true. Yeah. Yeah.
Archive here.
Yeah. The Robins had a huge dynasty between 2008 and 2014, 2009 and 2014.
They met in the state championship games, 2012, 13, and 14.
Yeah.
3 years in a row.
3 years in a row, and the Robins won all three of them. And that was during the Robins dynasty. Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say that these are the two most storied franchises in the entire PI division. I mean, I have
100%.
I have another list here of how many championships and runner-ups each team has, and let me actually do some quick math on these. So Minneapolis has 3, Humboldt has 8, South Suburban has 3, Rochester has 1. This is across all sports. Yep.
Okay.
Park Maple Grove Osseo has 14, Anoka has 6, and Brainerd has 7. These two franchises alone have more than half of all of the state championships given out in PI division history.
Park Maple Grove Osseo is 14.
14 total. Most of them were in the 90s, though. Pretty much all of them were in the 90s.
Okay, so before, any of these teams got good. I mean, we all know Brainerd's was in the past, decade.
Yeah, but Brainerd has 7 championships, 6 of them in the past 10 years. Yeah.
I think I read something or saw something where like the Hawks and Brainerd have met in the state championship, like 5 out of the last like 7, or combined for like 5 of the past like 7 championships or something.
I thought
It's
it was more
insane.
than that. I
It
thought it
might
was
be.
all of them since 2017.
It might be.
Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm not quite sure about 2018 or 2019. Now that I think about it, I think 2019 was a Brainerd year, but I'm not sure about 2018.
19 was Brainerd, 18 was Brainerd, 17 was Brainerd. So since 2017,
The Hawks and the Warriors have
yeah,
been kings, kings and queens.
2016, my bad.
2016, because yeah, the Hawks won in 2016.
Yeah, they beat Anoka.
Yeah, and then Anoka won it in 2015, right?
Uh, no, it was Robbinsdale.
Oh, it was Robbinsdale won it in 2015. Anoka won
So from
softball that
2011
year.
till now, it's been Robbinsdale, Dakota, and Brainerd in hockey.
Yeah, like that's just kind of crazy.
And to be honest, I don't think that's changing anytime soon this year.
And also, one more thing. The Robins, all time, again, they have 38 championships. That is 4 less than every other team other than the Hawks and Robins combined.
Who?
So, every other team than the Hawks and Robins, all of them combined, have 42 championships. The Robins have 38.
Oh, wow.
Meaning they have 4 less championships than every other team combined minus the Hawks. Like that's just insane. These are insane statistics.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, I've done a ton of research into specifically the PI division. But we're talking about now. We're talking about the present.
Yep.
And these teams are ranked 6th and 7th on their power rankings, respectively. Robins have 6th. I mean, yeah, I actually have this game down as a pick'em. Robins slight favorite. I mean, here's the bottom line. The Robins still have Hector. Robins still have Abby. And Sean's been doing a pretty good job in net so far. The Hawks, I haven't been impressed with Dylan's performance. And
But then again, he won against like the.
they went against Park and South Suburban.
Can you really blame him though?
I can't blame him too much, no. But I'm still gonna blame him because, that's what we do. We blame our underclassmen, right? Right, seniors and
But
juniors,
you've
we
always
blame
told me
the.
to never blame the goalies.
Never blame the goalies. Always blame the underclassmen.
I thought it was always
It's a
blame your
conundrum.
defense, but okay, sure,
If you're
we can go with that now.
if you're a goalie, always blame your defense. If you're defense, always blame your offense. If you're offense, always blame the defense. Never blame the goalie. Although in the PI division, if you're the goalie, always blame your defense and sometimes the wheelchairs in front of you. I've never blamed my real wheelchairs. I love those guys.
I've been blamed a couple of times. Most of the time because I've screened you.
Yeah, you've screened me way too many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as of now, I just haven't seen enough Hawks offense. I mean, they've scored 3 goals in 2 games. Yeah, what's the goal differential? Let's see here. Hawks are -10, Robins are -2. -2, -10. But again, you gotta remember, the Hawks faced Park and South Suburban. Robins faced
Minneapolis and Humboldt.
Humboldt. And honestly, I'm probably going to end up going to this game. We'll see for sure. but I'll probably end up going to this game. Just because, I mean, come on. It's the Hawks versus Robinson. It's right down the street for me. I live 4 or 5 minutes away from the Hope Fieldhouse. So, yeah, I'll probably end up going to this game, watch it, probably talk to the coach afterwards, and...
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, because...
3 hours and 45 minutes away.
Yeah, because you're a nerd in college, and... We all know that only nerds go to college. No, go to college, kids. Go to college. Likely go to college. It's probably better too, depending on what you want to do. That's a long ways away for most of you.
Yeah.
Or it's already past you for some of you. So, yeah. Anything else that you want to say about the Robins and Hawks? I mean, I know we talked a lot about the history, a little bit about the present. Yeah, you got.
I mean, first and likely only matchup they'll face first and likely only time they'll face each other this year.
Unless if they face in the consolation bracket of state.
Oh, that could be it. That is true. But remember the last time they faced them? Our last time facing them in soccer?
Yeah, 2-1.
2-1 win?
Yeah. You got a goal with like 20 seconds left. Yeah. From the other side of the court.
On net, see what happens, and it just rolled.
Yeah, I remember that game like it was yesterday, yeah. That was a great game. Both goalies did really well that game, too. No, pats on my back, obviously, God, my coach hated me for one of the moves I did. So what I did is... So, one of the rules...
She didn't like you in general.
Oh, God, no. But she hated one of the moves that I always did. So, one thing you can't do as a goalie is you can't put it down on the ground and kick it. However, if it hits another player... After you roll it on the ground, then you can kick it. Another player doesn't have to be a mobile player. Could be a wheelchair. So what I did is I just rolled it on the ground, made sure it touched a wheelchair, and then I kicked it all the way down the court. My coach hated that. Our coach hated that. Because, it could get past you so easily. You could miss it. Please. Trust me. I would rather have them have it on the other end of the court rather than them having it on our end of the court. Because everybody's covered down here. Why risk it? Just a little thing you PI goalies could do. I'm sure you could do it in a CI2, maybe not as much, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway.
I don't know how the CI goalies work in differentiates.
It's got to be so much more difficult to play goalkeeper in CI because you don't have those two wheelchairs in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't imagine. But anyway, you can contact me at EverythingMNAdapted@gmail.com or on X at allmnadapted. I also did just download Messenger, so if you want to message me through Facebook, you can. You can contact Reese at Northstar Adaptive on Instagram. And thank you all for watching. One last thing before we go. We will not do a power rankings video this week because there's only 4 games. We want you to enjoy your MEA break. It's a 5-day weekend. Go enjoy it. Alright? So, with that, thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Reese, anything?
No, I mean, just take time, enjoy it, spend time with family.
Yeah, spend time with family, spend time however you want to spend it, as long as you're not getting yourself in trouble. And yeah, with that, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next week for Games of the Week, Week 6. Bye-bye.